So off we go then. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, it would have to be the highly rated Dean Howson. The perfect blend of total football and tiki-taka. I like the front-footed approach he takes to defending. He's very effective, pushing people back by up. And, you know, he has a real air of authority about him now as he matures through the game.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Mbappe! Nice physical challenge. Cafu. Beckenbauer. Serginho. Stojkovic. Van Basten goes for the shot! Oh, off the bar! Oh, that's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, Peter, sometimes that happens. You get a great connection, and yet that proves to be the problem. It was too good to go in.
Mbappe! Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Van Basten, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. He's Ronaldinho! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. So we're still where we started right now. Stojkovic can so cleverly bypass the press. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous. That's a... And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Reinders. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He is through here. And Torres! And he makes no mistake. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive...
Oh, that's well spotted. That is ended up in no man's land. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Approaching the half-hour mark. Rodri. And here's the chance to counter. And it's Stojkovic. And here's Van Basten. And here's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho stood his ground strongly, looking for the run.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Messi. Plays a sharp little ball here. Caught offside that time. Cafu. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Threads one in. That is good alertness. Rijkaard, in chief, always looking for movers. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, well played, well sorted out. It's Park Ji-sung. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Stojkovic gets flagged offside. Adams. And it's Stojkovic. Serginho. And Stojkovic. This is a promising build-up. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Yamal! Has fallen kindly here, and that's in. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience...
And the whistle make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far.
Well, it sets up a very entertaining second half, Peter. Who's going to make the first move, trying to win this, and how they might find a way to sustain good pressure.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Indonesia get the second half started. Messi. Played out towards the right wing. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable. Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Picked out brilliantly. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Good running, strong and purposeful. Howson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Alexander-Arnold. And he's worked it through. And this is Messi. Cafu. Adams. Beckenbauer. Van Basten. Oh, nicely intercepted. Serginho cuts it out. Beckenbauer. Now it's Van Basten. And he welcomes it in. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Reinders. And he's forced to go back. Beckenbauer. Serginho. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. He's got away. Decent chance! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Le numéro 7, Owen.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to...
Rijkaard! He's got away with one there. Shaw. Great vision. It's a pretty loose pass. Beckenbauer. And it's Rijkaard. Somewhat off target. Messi bops him off it and wins back the ball. Van Basten receives it in a good position here. Great ball, and he's in here. And a chance! And there's his goal! And they're back in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Now it's Mbappe. Shaw picks it up now. They've won a corner.
Changement. Le numéro 9. Le numéro 19. Messi. À leur place.
And we have
le
our
numéro
very first
24.
corner.
Le numéro 27.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Serginho makes the interception. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Serginho. Out for a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, that's a key interception. Nicely weighted ball. Adams tries to pass it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Now it's Mbappe. Serginho. That has been cut short. Neymar looking understandably energised after his goal. Rijkaard.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, that is... Oh, they could be caught out here.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Serginho. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And he's picked it up out wide. He has found the way through. And he's played it back. Reinders. Now it's Palmer. Well read, nice interception. Ball's played through. Mbappe wants to run on to... And that will be the final act. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.